Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tony, this is the 15-Minute Gamer, and welcome to my review of Expeditions, a MudRunner game, where basically every single journey is a battle against you and nature. In this review, as always, we'll go over the gameplay mechanics, audio-visual presentation, any bugs or technical issues, with an overall enjoyment type rounding up at the end. With that being said, don't forget, if by the end you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment below to let me know what you think, and most importantly, subscribe for more content. Right, let's get into gameplay. So, Expeditions puts players behind the wheel of powerful off-road vehicles, and you have to navigate them treacherous landscapes, conquer obstacles, and complete objectives across the environment. Whether it's like going through thick mud, fording rivers, climbing steep hills up or down, and the game tries to capture like that thrill and tension of off-road driving. So the core gameplay loop revolves around planning your route, managing your resources such as fuel and vehicle damage. You got winches, land anchors, you can flip yourself over, and there's lots of other tools to overcome the obstacles. So while this strategy sort of aspect does add depth to the experience, it can also lead to like a lot of frustration and annoyance, like a bit of tedium thrown in, especially considering you're grappling with the unforgiving physics, like literally one mistake and you're upside down. The controls are a little bit clunky, and not to mention the absolute mountain of bugs, especially physics bugs. Like sometimes your car just hits something and go flying off into the sky. We've seen this through MudRunner and SnowRunner, and they still don't seem to have fixed it. Moving on to sound and graphics, Expeditions does deliver a decent audiovisual experience, I would say. It's basic in the sound side of things, but functional. I haven't seen much of an increase or a change to sounds from SnowRunner, but it does do a good job of immersing the players in that world of mud and muck. The engine's still raw, you can hear the tires spinning, the mud splattering everywhere, and you know, like when your engine's failing, the little noises there. But yeah, the sounds, although not good, do add to the immersion and tension of each off-road expedition. Visually, I would say the game looks decent. It impresses. The vehicle models are decent. However, again, I wouldn't say there's been much of an upgrade from SnowRunner. There's dynamic weather effects. There's the classic realistic terrain deformation, which has been there since day one. Still looks good. The environments do look decent, and they're diverse-ish. However, I would say that it can feel somewhat repetitive, and there is a little bit of lack of visual variety, especially if you play for ages, compared to MudRunner and SnowRunner, which I always felt like I was exploring and finding new things. I don't think this game quite gets that right in the visual aspects. Also, the UI is terrible. It's definitely been made with consoles in mind, but again, it's functional, but it doesn't look very good, and it's a bit too basic. Moving on to bugs and fun factor. Wow. I mean, I expected this, but this is plagued. I mean, it's full of technical issues and bugs, which just for me just removed that overall enjoyment of the game. I had a crash. I had multiple freezes. I had performance hiccups. And also, like I said, I was just driving along twice, and me little truck thing just went flying up in the air and just crashed into a million pieces. And that is very annoying. And I've had that in SnowRunner and MudRunner, and I thought they would have sorted it. And it's really disheartening when you've spent so long getting to a location to have it destroyed by a random stupid bug. Also, when we're talking about fun factor, I feel like they've taken a bit of the fun factor away. There didn't seem to be too many possible routes to get to a location. It was kind of like just one or two. And it was more like it was designed to push you in that direction rather than you going out to explore that direction. So yeah, the big negative for me really was the mission structure here. It's such a change from what's before, which works so well. And I should have guessed from the name Expeditions, but every single thing's just like a single instance. And you go out, you complete the expedition, then you just go back to start and go back to the menu and restart. It almost feels like a mobile game in that respect. Everything beside a few player-built structures resets when you return to the garage. You can't leave your vehicle on the map. So you can't like organize a rescue mission. You can't go back to the garage and organize that rescue mission and then come back and go and find your car. It doesn't work like that. Doing side missions was okay, but I found the drone to be a little bit, it felt a bit tacked on to me. There is a free roam mode, but again, it has the same restrictions as a normal expedition. And as I said, just makes the game feel like it's a set of basic missions rather than you impacting and exploring the same world. So overall, I would say Expeditions, a MudRunner game, offers a decent off-road simulation experience, but there's a lot of technical issues and bugs. I just feel if you're a fan of this game, you'll already have Snow and MudRunner, which are just way better games in every aspect, I think. I don't think there was anything in this I thought, oh, that's good. Everything was just like, okay, I'd not seen any other reason to play this. I'm sure with patches and updates, it might become something better. But for now, I think I would just stick with what you've got. MudRunner and SnowRunner is so much better. So for me, I think this one, wait for a sale, wait for a few updates. It might get better. At the moment, though, I can't recommend it. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and catch us all later. Goodbye.